Hey guys, so it's Sunday and I'm doing some food prep today, so just wanted to show you what I've got going on. I made some hamburgers for lunch, so I've got one left over. So I took the tater tots that I made with the burgers and I put them in these muffin cups. I'm going to make like a breakfast egg muffin thing, so just set those there to get them out of the way. And I've got bacon here that I'm going to pop in the oven, some potatoes. I washed and scrubbed them, and then garlic, so I want to roast all that. The potatoes will take an hour or so, but I'm just going to get this in the oven now. Alright, so I got that stuff in the oven, and next I'm going to work on some turkey burgers. So I've got this ground turkey. I found this hamburger patty press at Kroger, so I'm going to try that. So for the turkey burgers, I'm going to add in, these are just some vegetables I sauteed. It's bell peppers, mushrooms, onions, and some spinach in there. Got some feta cheese and then some spices, salt, pepper, so I think that'll be good. Also have some olive oil if I want to add that in, but we'll see. So that'll be our patty mixture, and I'll just go ahead and freeze those raw for when I want to pull them out next, because I'm not sure. We just had beef burgers today, so I don't know how soon we'll want burgers again. Okay, so as I was mixing this, I realized I think it might make better meatballs. Sorry, that bowl looks kind of gross on camera, but I added in all those vegetables and thought it needed some breadcrumbs to kind of hold it together. And then I just thought to myself, these flavors might lend themselves better to meatballs. As much as I want to use my press, I think I'm going to hold off and turn these into meatballs. So I'll go ahead and form them into meatballs and then bake them in the oven and then freeze them already baked, so that way I can toss them in to recipes. So I gotta wait for my bacon to come out of the oven, and then I'll just put these on that same tray, so to save on dishes. I'm gonna just stop here and clean up a little bit. It's not awful, but that's the cast iron skillet I cooked the burgers in from lunch, so just need to clean up a bit. I'm defrosting some sausage, some Italian sausage in there for a lasagna that I want to prep. So just going to take a little bit of time to clean up here and finish up a few things. Luckily the sink is not terrible. Just got to finish up some dishes too. So that's where we're at. Hey guys, so I've got the Italian sausage going. This is 2 links of sweet and 2 links of hot. So just gonna let this cook down, and that will be the meat for our lasagna. So because it's just the 2 of us, I actually like to make lasagna in a loaf pan. That way you can only, you don't have a huge 9.5 by 11 pan. So I actually got that from a America's Test Kitchen episode where it's like cooking for 2, so it's really helpful. Anyway, so I'm gonna cook down this meat, and over here I pulled out a few things. Pulled out this pepperoni. I don't know if I'll use it. I've made like a pizza themed lasagna before. Italian style cheese, the oven ready lasagna, you don't have to boil them, they're awesome. And they fit great into my loaf pan. I've got this Classico sauce and a few mushrooms left over that are still good but need to get used up. So I realize I don't have ricotta cheese, so I might just skip it or figure out a different cheese layer. So stay tuned. Okay guys, now I'm going to focus back on the breakfast cups. So if you remember, I had these mini tater tots put in here. I think I ended up with 7 or 8 in each cup. So I have a couple of tomatoes left over from lunch that I'm going to slice up. These green chilies from a can that I had saved from another thing last week. Cheese, baby spinach, the bacon, which came out of the oven, and so then I thought I might do some taco seasoning with it. So I've got a little bit of this left over. I ordered more from Amazon, but I love this stuff. I know you can make it on your own, but that is easy for me. So here's what I'm going to be working on now. Hey guys, so quick update. I pulled out the garlic out of the oven. It feels pretty soft, so I'm going to make garlic butter or garlic spread out of that for garlic bread. The meatballs came out. They got a little bit burnt on the bottom, but that's okay. I realized I had the oven set at 400 still, so that's probably why. Pulled out the baked potatoes. They're still really hot, but I'm going to do, I don't know if I mentioned, I'm going to do twice baked potatoes. So the bacon's going to go in that. I have sour cream to go in it, so those will be really yummy. And then back here I'm just sauteing these mushrooms that I showed you, because I am going to include these in the lasagna just to use them up, and I think it'll be a good addition. I love mushrooms, and will pair nicely. Kind of the same flavor profiles in these meatballs, but that's okay. So the turkey, the Italian turkey sausage cooked up nicely, so I'm letting that cool. I did mean to put this away. I remembered that I had, hang on a sec. So I remembered that I had this that I've used up about half of, so I think I can mix this with the cheese to do like a ricotta, air quotes, ricotta layer. So I think that's how I'm going to handle that. So I'm going to get started on prepping, assembling the lasagna. Okay guys, so there is the finished lasagna. I think that using the Prego was a good idea, so that worked out. Hopefully it tastes good, but I am just going to let this, well, it's sort of already cold, but I'm not going to cook this tonight. I'm going to wrap this up and put it in the fridge to cook it later. I'm not going to freeze it though. I do want to cook it this week. Hey guys, also want to update, my egg cups came out of the oven, so that was the tater tots and vegetables and cheese and eggs. So I'm going to pop those out and get those into either plastic wrap or Ziplocs. Not sure how I want to pack them up yet. Okay guys, I'm going to get started on the baked potatoes, or the twice baked potatoes now. So I've got the baked potatoes done. They're still very hot, but just going to keep moving. I've got some green onions. They're a little bit old, but they will work just fine. Sour cream, just going to use this Mexican style cheese. I have cheddar cheese, but it's in a block and I don't feel like shredding it. Got a little butter here. This is all the butter I had left. And then the bacon that I cooked earlier will chop up and go in. So that'll be our twice baked potatoes. Okay guys, the twice baked potatoes came out of the oven. I actually popped them under the broiler just a little bit to get extra crispy on top. And this is actually what we're going to be eating for dinner tonight. So I'm just steaming up some broccoli, and this is going to be your dinner for tonight, which is great. So I finished just about everything except for the garlic. I did not make the garlic bread because I was opening my bread and realized it had gone bad. So I might make some muffins with some raspberries. I found a raspberry lemon recipe I want to try, but I might not get to it. So this is the last of it. Got a little bit more to clean up, but otherwise not too bad. So thanks for joining me on the food prep. It's not something I do every week, but every now and then it's just nice to get it done.